My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. You may realize the screen does not currently say Enter the Gungeon, it says Mod the Gungeon, and this is a direct result of the fact that I have installed ETG Mod. That is the modding service, or the modding backend for Enter the Gungeon. I did mention I was going to do this after the streak came to its end, and the streak came to its end, then 2 months later, I did this. What? There was no gap, I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes you gotta take some time to lick your wounds, and sometimes you have to take 2 months to do it. So, I've got Enter the Gungeon mod installed at the moment. I've only got 3 mods installed, one of which I've disabled, which was stats mod, because you can't toggle the stats mod on and off. It was basically just a list of stats for your character, like the amount of damage you do on a roll, your damage multiplier, your fire rate, your coolness, your curse, your magnificence, etc, etc, etc. But the thing is, it's not particularly nice to look at, especially from a compressed video perspective. So I've disabled that because it can't be toggled at the moment. Hopefully at some point in the future it'll be updated and will be able to be toggled. The other 2 that we currently have installed are health bars, which is just health bars for both players and the enemies, although it's not really needed for the player, it is there. And on top of that, we also have hex tweaks, which is just a few quality of life changes. Notably, keys in boss rush turn into other pickups. During blessed runs, bosses have a chance to spawn non-gun items, even if you haven't picked up a gun this floor. Hearts sometimes turn into armor if you're the robot. Hearts that don't turn into armor disappear unless you're playing co-op. Broccoli is buffed, 15% damage prevention chance and 25% extra damage instead of 10 and 5% respectively. Blatant lie has been removed from Sword Off's description. And if you're desperate on a blessed run, you can use desperate gun change command to change the current floor for a pea shooter. That is, to change your current gun, rather, for a pea shooter. I have to imagine that's when you're in a situation where you've got a gun that actually can't beat the room that you're currently in. It also, if I recall correctly, buffs ice bullets by making them proc slightly more often, and buffs the orange Guanstone by making it fire 4 times as fast and do twice as much damage. Now, Orange Guanstone and Broccoli are both really high tier rare items, so it makes sense that they would actually, perform alongside that. The rest of the things are just quality of life changes. I really think the hearts sometimes turn into armor if your robot is going to be the one that is going to be most impactful for me. That said, I'm not going to start on robot. Let's start on Marine. Let's start on a bit of a blank slate for the tabula rasa here of a new series. I don't even know if I'm going to make this a new series or if I'm just going to continue the previous series. Who knows, man? Not me. What I do know is that I need suggestions, because this at the moment is just going to be a blank run. This is me basically just saying, hi, I'm still alive. Sorry I didn't do much more Enter the Gungeon for a while. My bad. I apologize. Here's some Enter the Gungeon, yo. To make it up to you. I don't think I'll be going back to doing Enter the Gungeon once every day. I think I'd run out of challenges to do, which actually I should probably use that as the segue to mention, if you have any challenge suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or rather, not feel free, that's so passive. I implore you directly. Come up with challenge suggestions and leave them in the comment section down below. That's like items that I might start a run with, restrictions that I might have in a run, possibly a nice little mixture of the two. The ones that I would like the most are the ones that basically change the way that you play in a really significant and cool kind of way. There's a bunch of things that I can do. I believe I can modify stats on the fly, although I'm not 100% certain about that. I know I can definitely spawn individual items, and any gameplay restrictions I can just abide by Scout's honor of my own accord. But now that we have the modding service, let's do some challenge runs, y'all. If you've any suggestions, of course, leave them in the comment section down below. If you don't have the ability to comment on YouTube for some reason, you can also tweet them at me at Rhapsody Plays, or you could just follow that account regardless. Aren't I transparent? Oh, He doesn't skip a beat, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. Yes, he's back. Oh, he's back. Well, I can't do that song talking. You have to do the... You have to do the thing for it, otherwise it's not recognizable. And of course, I'm not singing. There's no way you can never convince me to sing, and I won't do it almost constantly. Sorry, I'm allergic to my own lies. And also, apparently I cough when I'm allergic to things. Anyhow, woo, yeah, let's go fight a boss. I feel like a lot of this series, at the very start, is going to be me relearning my my roots in this game. Getting back to basics and starting to get my muscle memory back built up. Because I used to play this game a lot of times a day. And taking a couple months off, man, is not particularly good for my muscle memory. I even tried to blank there and rolled at the same time. Should have just made a decision, one or the other. Wow, this guy is being really rude with the circle attacks. 3 times in a row, he's waited until I've gotten into a corner to do them. I'm going to be missing out on the lead round on the first floor here, which of course I'm not particularly enthused about. That's the fucking 4th time. 4 out of 4, motherfucker. Stop it. And it was every time that I actually went near a wall, he did it. Gosh. I'm beginning to think you don't like me, Bullet King. Let's not get that. The key, that is. The item, of course, I'll gladly take. There's no way you could stop me from taking it, in fact. Looks like we're not going to get strong out of boss rooms on this run, I'll tell you what. Alright. See if we can find any secrecy. Nary a single secret to be found. Alright, fine. Let's go find ourselves the shop and pick up our key. And we can go back and pick up the other key. I'm remembering! It's like learning to ride a bike. Except... no, there was supposed to be a punchline. That is an amazing moment. I relied on my brain to come up with the punchline, and I was like, you know what? Hang yourself on this joke. You're going to make sure you have to come up with one. And no, nothing at all. You know what it is? I think it's just because it's midnight. And I got up extraordinarily early this morning. Uncharacteristically so. I'm usually much more of a wake up at 4 to 5 p.m. kind of guy, but I'm not exactly living on my own schedule at the moment. I've got other things that need to be attended to in the daytime. And as a result, I ended up waking up at 6 a.m. Then I went back to sleep and I woke up at 9. But come on, that's still early for me. Good Lord in heaven, can we have a good eye? What is the what? I guess I'm just not getting any shit this floor. Yikes. Yikes me. Oh no, wait, of course. I am getting things this floor. I've got 2... I forgot. There's our secret room. We're taking the compressed air tank that I just completely forgot existed somehow. I think I might have pissed off the shopkeeper. Did I just piss off the shopkeeper? No, not particularly. He seems cool about it all. He understands. Oh, well, I got hit twice on the first floor. This is not a good opener for me. I've done better before, and I will do better again. That said, might as well go the extra floor. So let's go find that. For a moment there, I completely blanked on the fact that there was an extra floor. or how to access it. I've got enough keys. Let's go down and do it. I could have even opened that without the barrel because of the compressed air tank. Leaves water behind. And down we go. Yes, I've been awake for 1 billion years at this point. It's not okay with my body. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to not getting my ungodly amount of beauty sleep. Look, I need it. I'm butt ugly. 14. Up to freaking 14. Hit him! Guess I'm just going to be sticking with the pistol the entire time. I don't really like the snowballer. Not an incredible amount. I'm trying to see how I feel about this whole health bar thing. I'm not particularly keen on it at the moment. I'll be entirely frank and honest with you. But I can see it growing on me. Huh. Get him! Got him. Alright. Let's just go find the boss. Ah! Shite! Okay. Curve in. Curve in. No. Move out. I can't believe we actually managed to get that Pupulon in time. Good shooting, Tex. Well, it's more great footwork. The shooting itself, subpar. Freak. Nope. Huh? The footwork is real. Nothing of it. Oh, yeah. God, it feels good to play this game again. Hey, what up, Club? That'd be a run I'd like to do. Runs that explore kind of unique interactions. Like Club with the Cog of Battle is really powerful, so it'd have to be, you know, you get Cog plus Club of Battle, but Cog plus Club of Battle. Club plus Cog of Battle, but you have to do this and that, and you can't pick up the first 20 items you see. I don't know, man. I'm gonna don't think this is me just being incredibly lazy, despite the fact that it definitely is. I'm also going to intermittently come up with ones that I do. But if I had to come up with one for every episode, I'd make like 4 episodes and then I'd run out of ideas. We did nothing and we all out of ideas. Ha! Woo! Ha! Close one, buds. Yikes. Just cool it, okay? You're all being very aggressive. Alright, well that was my fault. 3rd hit this game, I think. Unfortunately, of course, 1 was against a boss. As per my usual. Huh. That said, I'm amazed I didn't take a bunch of damage in the other room as well. Okay, I should have taken damage there. I rolled towards the landing point of that. Okay. Poisoned. Good lord. Maybe I should have Snowballer on my offhand just for rooms like this. Whoo! That was a good explosion. Good. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to mute myself and clear my throat. It was disgusting. Ah! Okay, I think that helps. I think that helps significantly enough to be warranted to actually use. Alright. Pop that up as we walk by. That's the one big bonus these do have. Single target enemies basically effectively stuns them until Doomsday. But it, as soon as it's frozen them, hands out an extraordinary amount of knockback, which is really handy. Okay, and we out of here. Woo, another key. Baby, don't mind if I do. By the way, if you're wondering, because I imagine this episode is going to come out first, yeah, Renowned Explorers is coming back to the channel as well. Enter the Gungeon is not going to be as common as Renowned Explorers. Renowned Explorers is really easy to record. You sit down for, you know, hour and a half and you bang out a week's worth of episodes. Okay, that's an example that is poor. It's closer to like 2.5 hours and you bang out a week's worth of episodes, just because the segmentation of those runs between different expeditions is really, really handy. Enter the Gungeon, it's like, you know, 8 hours to do the same thing. Which, if it was the only hour-long series I was doing, is possible. But at the same rate, I'm also doing Darkest Dungeon. That tends to run towards an hour. Which starts to make things pretty untenable. Both in terms of recording and uploading. So I think Enter the Gungeon's probably going to be closer to like 2 a week. Maybe. But there will be some Enter the Gungeon about. Renowned Explorers, especially because, you know, 5 episodes or 4 episodes of that makes a run, that'll be a little more common. And of course, there's a bunch of content left in the Emperor's Challenge. Or at the very least, there's a bunch of achievements left that I want to pick up. Okay. If I could get a little more accuracy up, I'd enjoy this a lot more. Probably at this rate gonna blank the shop. Feels like my best option. I will still use this weapon just because the other options I have are shit to middling. Whee! Got him. Nice. I have to imagine a lot of things that I would usually do correctly on instinct, or rather that I would autopilot correctly, I'm not going to be able to. So you will have to forgive me if I make occasional ridiculously stupid mistakes here. I am just warming myself back up. I can't promise that I didn't do a run already, which I had to throw out because I made a ridiculous amount of ridiculously stupid and frustrating mistakes. I can't promise that didn't happen, but I also can't promise it did. Let's get another key. Never have enough of those. Still don't think I'm opening rounds. Alright. I did blank the shop. I already manually checked the exit, so I guess I'm... Whoa, okay. Good thing I pulled the map down for a second, because I was about to walk into the muck. Yeah, with this many keys... Ooh, I do not regret my decision. Bait launcher is a good weapon. It's one of the 3... Fuck, I'll just go to the biggest room. Yeah. It's one of the 3 blue tier boss killers that I really enjoy. This, Anvilin, and... Fuck, Wait, what's the other one? There is another one as well. Shit. I'll start remembering these things. The pitter-patter of memories are marching back into my mind. I'll be able to recite the entire episode script that I used to have, which was essentially, oh, we're here on the first floor. Fuck, I missed the first lead round against the first boss. I don't like these weapons. Let's hope for a shop to save us. Oh, cool. We didn't get any items in the shop that saved us. Wait a second. Look, it's the Mega Hand. That was the script for every episode. I don't know if you realized. Oh, cool. I just fucking lost my ability to go fight the old king on the first room that I... Apparently... See, the thing is... So, muscle memory and autopilot are two things that I feel contributed a lot to my ability to reproducibly perform in the same way back during the streak. The reason that's important for me to mention here is because with the amount of time I took off Enter the Gungeon, I've severely hampered both of those. And those are the things I rely on to be able to perform while talking. So the more I talk, I can notice right now, the worse I'm getting. So you know what? I'm gonna say it already. First run I might lose. Second run I might lose. Third through 50th I might also lose. Wait, that was the original series. Hang on. Probably gonna be closer to like 10 runs. If I had to be honest with you. I've not much confidence in my own ability to get anything. Missed one master round, but then I lost so much armor. I got like 5 hits to my armor. What the hell kind of shit is that? Didn't my previous mark used to be things along the lines of, oh, let's not take damage before floor 3? I'm taking 5 hits. Woo. Alright, what? Easy. You know what I always said about Amokonda? Too easy, needs to get buffed. That was always the big complaint. It's just too fair a fight. My favorite thing is that it doesn't have any attacks that change direction through the middle of the attack. Like, what the hell? Good that it doesn't have anything like that, right? Woohoo, that's a sniper. We might be at the point that I start wanting passives. No, that's jumping the gun. Is it? I could get health out of passives, and that'd be huge. Maybe I stop forcing the guns against the bosses. If I need to be super accurate, I've got the sniper rifle on my other hand. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Let's keep moving. And just wait on this one. Bye. Love it. I'd also like to get into modern Gungeon myself as well, but I don't know exactly what I want to make for Gungeon. Like, if I was going to do anything for Gungeon, it would probably just be a balance patch. But that would be based on all this old information that I have kicking about in my head. And then I know anytime anyone balances anything, they just get a huge amount of hate for it. Like, that wasn't overpowered, it was underpowered, that was my favorite strategy, that kind of thing. I know, I've been in that community as well. I've gotten mad at Ice Frog too, but I don't know if I would be able to withstand that. My fragile ego. What up, secret room? Alright. Okay, yeah, we are definitely past the point of picking up any more weapons. Pox Cannon hegemony and sniper rifle. We've got enough weapons until the end of time. We've also got bait launcher as well as the other option. Bait launcher and compressed air tank, of course. I picked... What? I didn't think I... Oh, I did just pick up a key literally seconds ago. God, I'm dumb. How do I remember to breathe? Moustache. This is going to be good when I have the stats mod working again. That might actually be my first thing that I do. Make the stats mod not look horrible and... Ah! Yikes. I think the mods are open source and I just lost my stuff. I'm sad about it, but not really. That might be the first thing that I try and do. That said, it's entirely possible that it's just well beyond my capabilities and I am unaware of it at the moment. I'm studying software engineering, but who says I'm good at it? No one. Apparently, I could easily be horrible and I wouldn't know yet. I ain't made shit. Well, not anything good. Luna Brown, what up? Give me that sling! Sling! I hate you. Just immediately from 0 to salty. Fuck you, game. Give me this piece of shit weapon. I can't even speak in that voice at a reasonable volume. You ever get that? There's some impersonations or some voices or, you know, some notes you can only do at a certain vocal loudness. Vocal loudness. That's a way to speak. I get it with trying to sing deep. I can't do that quite loudly. Huh. So just move close to a microphone if I'm doing that ever. Fuck off forever, all enemy. Good. It works. Apparently you just need to ask nicely. Okay. Ah! Get back here, you key son of a bitch! No! I missed my second shot. Deserved that hit. Alright. Pop all of them. It's this and the pox cannon. Thankfully, these ones are much more accurate. Weapon swap meta. Change to the appropriate weapon for the appropriate occasion. Okie dokie. Everything's looking good now. 100 on the hegemony credits. We could pick up something reasonable with this. The impact damage on this gun is like 25. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it is 25. It's like 25. It's similar to 25. I could take those boots for a little speed. Ah! Go. Alright. Let's reload all of these things and keep on moving out. Time to call in the big boys. Compressed air tank needs some ammo. Hello. Oh, I'm not keen for the auto-targeting! The auto-targeting, though. Wow! Yeah, all of my sharks just went for different targets. That was nice of them. Here I thought, you know, maybe they'd want to go for the target I shot them at, but they all auto-targeted. to enemies that can't be hit. So that's kind of cool. Just casually hit 3 times in this fight already. Man, I am not gonna go well here. God, I hate when they chase you. Right. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in any of the corners when that happens. You just get stuck. Really? I was certain it was going to die to its bleeding. Got him. I'm dead. What a black hole gun. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can actually make anything of this. Black hole gun is really good with certain synergies, and otherwise, it's fine. It's nice to have. It's a good gun. But with certain synergies, it just wins the game. So what kind of a game are we right now? Are we a it wins the game for us kind of game? Or are we not going to have those synergies? I'm fine with either. I think maybe the game will need to carry me for a while here. I'm walking alone in the sand. Usually there's... Walking alone. Okay, never mind. I was walking along in the sand, and usually there's 2 sets of footprints. There's mine and Enter the Gungeons. This is gonna have to be one of those situations where there's 1 set of footprints, and it's because Enter the Gungeon is carrying me. By the way, religious or not, can we all agree that's the lamest fucking story of all time? The thing that's based on? The whole, the 2 sets of footprints in the sand. That's when I was carrying you, my child. Kinda. That's just... Whew. Honey, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't handle all this cheesy. Blank him. Woo! Scrambler. Scrambler is the other blue, actually. Thank you, game, for providing. Oh, man. That's really handy for the game to tell me via giving me the weapon what I'd earlier forgotten. Okay. Roll out. Beautiful. Shoot him in the right way, managed to save a shot. And let's try and swap hands here. Managed to put myself in the worst perceivable position for that. I was so certain that enemy was going to be dead in time. Bouncy. Bad. I say this with no conviction, but I don't think the bouncy is good for me right now. Maybe it is. Maybe I just don't know. Alright. We are not going well in terms of ammo. Just thinking about it, we've run out on one of the weapons we're using. We're running low on 2 others. Right! This is another thing that did not immediately click to me that totally should have. I'm not supposed to use my best weapons. I'm supposed to use the worst weapon that I can get away with for the longest period of time, and then start moving up the chain. This is why I've got all these empty bad guns. Gosh. Damn it. Die. Alright, this one's super easy. Change to my least ammo-dependent weapon. Or rather, least used. Don't need to waste anything good here. Okay, back to the sniper rifle pox cannon strats. Okay, well, bouncy shots have saved me a lot of hits so far, which I guess is nice. Where are we gonna find this boss? Huh. Okay, you'll stay away. I'm terrified of everything that's happening right now. Get big, get big. Fine. This seems really good with the sniper rifle that I wasn't thinking about, but it totally is. Heck Blaster. Heck Blaster's kind of lame, to be honest. That's something that I would have to worry about if I did do a kind of like balance repatch kind of thing. By the way, all of the mods that I'm talking about and the installer for modifying the game can be found in the description down below, of course. Just in case you've looked at this and gone, wow, I want to do that too. Then such an avenue is provided for you. Do I want to really win the game? Yeah. It's my first run back. We haven't got Mega Hand yet, so we'll have to settle for heroin. And if we didn't have heroin, we'd have to settle for methadone. Hey! Alright, knock him. Not skipping a beat. Beautiful. Alright, I kind of want to refill... Yeah, I kind of want to refill the compressed air tank, because now it's just going to be about the heroin. So the compressed air tank is the one that I should refill, because it's my only real boss weapon, outside of the heroin, which can also be a boss weapon. And pox cannon, which can also be a boss weapon. But, you know, those are boss weapons second. They are first room clear weapons. Whereas the others are boss clears first. And never room clear weapon. At the very least, the other one that I was talking about at the time being the... remember what you were saying, Ryan. Come on, don't drown halfway through a sentence. I've already forgotten. Ah, no, compressed air tank. There we go. But I already gave up halfway through, so. Refill that. Did that drop 2 ammo? Or did it just glitch out and not register me picking up the ammo, but it did register for my gun? Okay. Knock him away as well. Yo. Ah. Missed one. Alright. Come chasing after me. No! Well, that sucked. Supposed to kill the summoner as he ran by, thus rendering the skeleton immobile. Instead, I let the summoner get protected by the skeleton. It's all part of a long play strat, where I force myself to get better by making horrible decisions and plays. Of course, I should have held off on doing that until, you know, at least after the first episode back. This is more readily apparent to me now. Charm bullets, sure. Not a fan, not a stan, nor a huge detractor. I don't think it's really going to activate that often for me, because typically something will get hit and die, rather than get hit, live, be charmed, do damage to other enemies. Am I even going to remember the timings for this fight? Nope. That was a bad jump. Bad roll. It is ridiculous to come back to this game with new, fresh eyes. Because there was a moment there. There was a moment there where I got terrified, and then some carnal instinct in the back, in the tiny little lizard part of my brain, kicked in and said, you know this, you've seen this before. And I could see the matrix. I could see the numbers running down the screen, and I knew exactly what to do at that point. I could see every bullet individually. Its origin, its eventual hit point, every different circumstance that could ever occur, occurring at once, as per Littlefinger. It was beautiful, but I only had that glimpse for a moment. What I need to do is to be able to recapture that. To have that again working for me in full. I don't need to go get that blank, it's fine. I'll get 2 blanks by next floor anyway. Floor 5? Did I not get my HP there? No, I did. I did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got the weapons. I'm trying to hit the enemies that have the most complex hit patterns first, so that they don't fuck with me as I try and dodge other less complex enemies. Ha! Thank you, bouncy rounds. And you two. Load. Okay, so I've forgotten the timing for rolling through that attack. But at the very least, I didn't forget that I could roll through that attack. I just forgot how to. What do you mean that's not better? It doesn't matter if I pick up the key right now or not. Spent all of my money last floor on this heroin. Come on. Let's think about it. Because I know in my original series, I would have had so many opinions. Oh my god. But when you have hundreds of hours of opinions on something, eventually you can't remember all of them. Because it's just not possible. If you happen to remember anything that I definitely would have changed about Gungeon, also tell me that. In addition, of course, to any suggestions for challenge runs that I should do. Hip holster. Hip holster is ridiculous. That's actually one of the combos for Black Hole Gun that makes it insane. Now, whenever I reload, it's going to shoot another shot of whatever weapon I'm currently holding. Or rather, that I'm currently reloading. So that means basically every black hole gun shot is 2 black hole gun shots. Which is kind of ridiculous. Get him! Okay, so enemies that transform just get a whole new health bar for their second transform phase. That's cool as hell. I also don't know whether, if I was doing a balance patch, let's say that I was. Let's say that that's something I'm particularly interested in doing. If I was going to do that, would I want to, on aggregate, make the game harder or easier? I know the instant reaction is to go, whoa, harder? Yeah, just a little. Maybe remove the things that are kind of like super cheesy instant wins. For example, if I made a mod to this game, I could totally foresee myself significantly lowering the damage of both the heroine and the mega hand. Which is just a really cruel thing to do. But I know that those 2 weapons constantly get singled out, or constantly used to get singled out as, oh, you got the weapon and then you won the game. Yeah, that's... because that's how that happens, right? And even when they're good things, I still think they should be removed if they make that kind of play state that's less interesting for the existence of the item. What I wouldn't be able to do is create new mechanics for items that currently exist. Like, I would be able to probably change the statistics on it, I'm assuming. There's a couple items out there, a couple mods out there, rather, that change the statistics of certain items, so I think I would at the very least be able to look at those and figure out how they doing it, move from there. But making new mechanics is beyond me. Sorry, friendo. If I could do that kind of thing, I'd be talking about getting a job with ETG rather than just making a mod to try and make some items less OP and some more. Something I am a big fan of is if something is high rarity, it should be more powerful. Like, because they are explicitly decided by the game to appear less, and any of them appearing makes the rest of them appearing less likely. If you get a really bad red or black tier item, that can just really suck, because then you get fewer red or black tier items, and some of them are good. Man, I'm so dead in hell. I'm the deadest man that ever walked hell. I just want that known in advance, that I am well aware that I am deceased as fuck. Now that we all know that I know that we know, let's get our weapons ready. Oh, compressed air tank is also going to be ridiculous with this. I didn't even remember that. I forgot how to bait that attack, by the way. I do remember how to dodge this one, but that's just because it's the easiest one to dodge. I've definitely lost the timing for the knives. I didn't even have that at some of the best times. I have no clue why I thought I was safe already. Good lord, Ryan. This is getting a little harsher. Can I even get to the Lich? Can I? Please? I need to keep some semblance of dignity here. Yes, debatable whether or not I had any to begin with. Hardy ha. I made the same joke in my head first. Alright. Good, good. Whew. Come on and jam. This should kill it. No, maybe not. Never mind, it did. Alright. Come on, drop no items. Of course, it doesn't drop any items. Forgot about that. I guess I'm going to go pick up HP. Yeah. Not a horrible gun, not a good one, but not a horrible one. Now I can also pick up 2 armor by trading in my 2 junk over here. May as well do that. I've won runs with less, but at the same rate, those were won by a considerably better Rhapsody. That is to say, the band. Alright. Heroin up first. It is down here, right? Yeah. For a second there, I was like, oh no, I go get the gun, and then I go to the chest at the end of the level. No. That's not correct at all, Ryan. That's not even slightly correct. I need more of the rooms like this that I can just autopilot, that my brain remembers. Huh! Oh! No. You know what it feels like? Because I remember being good at this game, right? Yeah, we can argue how good I was or was not, but there was at least some level of skill demonstrated through the course of a streak, right? Some runs that shouldn't have been one that were. I think as modest as I typically prefer to be, not as a character trait of nobility, it's more just anxiety, but because of the fact that I remember that skill and don't currently have it, it feels like I'm watching someone really bad play Enter the Gungeon. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like I'm in the driver's seat, I'm wearing 3D goggles, someone else is playing Enter the Gungeon, and I can see their gameplay, and I'm like, oh, you're so... But no, dodge! You had to see that bullet. So that's how you feel. Don't worry, I felt it first. And, finders keepers on that emotion, so I'm the only one allowed to have that emotion now, apparently. I guess is what I invoked there. Ha! Okay. Pox scanner's out? No, Pox scanner's not out. We should go back to that then. Bad roll, dude. Bad roll. It also reminds me slightly of if I used to play like Super Tilted. Because that also had the same feeling of I can see the problems here, but I am powerless to fix them. 4.5 HP if I go back for the other. Well, I mean, I will at some point. I'm just not done it yet. Oh, that hurt. Where are you? All right. Starting to run out of shots. I think I'm just relying on an ammo drop because I don't think I can use worse weaponry at this point. I think I'm just too bad to do that right now. Don't curve in. No, it is curve in. No, it's don't curve in. It's don't go center. That's what it is. It's definitely don't go center. Curve in. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Forgot how the fucking map worked. Good timing on those shots, though. All right, do I have any knockbacks? There's a reasonable amount. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll get that done. You know what? I should just use the black hole gun a hell of a lot. It can clear, you know, what's double 27, 54 rooms for me right now. Bye. Like, later. Later. You're not my dad. Like, later. All right, never mind. That's going to loop back into itself. Come on, and... Right, guess I'll fire off a second. This is also going to keep me safe while doing this. Which is, you know, highly necessary. I want to bring you down here. There we go. Gosh. There we go. I'm all dead. Oh, good. The bouncy shot means it's bouncing off the... Ah, that's what's keeping it around. Good to know. I wait until I move into the next shot to reload because the hip holster. Just getting an extra shot of black hole gun every room. Got him. Yeah. And the other ones? Okay, great. I'm gonna finish this one by myself with the egg gun. Yeah. Get him, egg. Nice work, egg. Those should all just go swimming, and they do. Beautiful. Sure, I'll just refill this. Well, a hip holster has made this a lot more simple than it usually would be. Thank you, hip holster, for being ridiculous. There's straight up one set of footprints in the sand today, I'll tell you what. They ain't my size 12s. I don't even know, do I wear size 12? Check this shoe out. 11? Huh. Okay. Australian men's 11. That's something that I should know, like, you know, my left from right, or the color of my own eyes. All things that I definitely should know as an adult human, but no clue. My blood type? I should probably know that. I feel like that's important, possibly incredibly pertinent information to have at some point in my lifetime. No damn clue. My blood type could be Z. It could be an undiscovered blood type, and I would have no clue. I could be a universal donor, and I could have just been ridiculously selfish in having not donated. Again, wouldn't have a clue. Gotta get on that. Alright. Kill him. Do I even remember how to dodge this? Nah, I'm just gonna blank that. I've mostly forgotten how to dodge this guy. But if I have the black hole gun going like 95% of the time, I think it won't matter. That's my aim, at least. God. Oh, we're standing in the right position. Hey, we did it! We killed the Lich! We won the game! What do you mean there's 2 more stages of the Lich left? Okay. This one's easy. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to pull out that dodge before I took the... Never mind. Should have been able to pull either of those off. I've only got 1 blank for the final section that I usually blank. Oh, but I don't need to blank it. I got the freaking... God. I really ought to sit down and watch a couple of my old episodes and try and get back in the zen. Really? These ones don't disappear? I'd have thought they would have. Huh? Did I get damaged while that was... That shouldn't have happened. I feel like that's a mistake. Wait. Definitely eggs. Embarrass him with eggs. And make sure that I have the black holes at the ready. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Rhapsody. Name of the game has been mod/Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. I'm bad at the game, but the game is good at me. Thank you for carrying me into the Gungeon. Again, any sort of challenge or suggestion that you have, feel free to put them in the comments down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.